Good afternoon. Today we are focusing on Lee Hull, who has been watching the Budget 2017 and is going to give his professional opinion on what has happened. Lee, beginning today's coverage, what's your opinion in regards to the first part of the budget speech with regards to growth forecast, borrowing and employment?
Well, it's as we know, it's Philip Hammond's first budget, and he started off with announcing that the UK economy is the most rapid growing economy. It's outgrown that of Germany, which is considered the biggest economy. The government is seeking to reduce the national debt by virtue of today's initiatives. We've also seen that unemployment is on the decrease. However, that still doesn't abate some people's concerns about securing employment whatsoever.
In the next part of the budget, with regards to business rates and VAT returns, to me it felt like a bit of a kick in the teeth for self-employed. What's your opinion on that segment?
Well, I agree with you. I think the fact is that today's budget was designed to inject a stimulus into the economy, yet it stifled the growth of small businesses. The issue concerning quarterly reporting will probably be a huge sigh of relief for most businesses, considering that was an astronomical piece of red tape. So if you're below the VAT threshold of circa £80,000, that's something that won't affect you. The business rates wise, I think the government has actually got a cross wire in terms of business rates relief. In terms of rates relief, the government has ensured that if you're a local pub and there's a rateable value of less than £100,000, you'll be given an additional £1,000 rate relief, which is great. However, I don't think it goes far enough to save a local pub, which we know is a dying business, and secondly to the micro businesses out there that would be required, providing that the commercial premises that they let would be required to pay business rates. Business rates is an astronomical part of business expenditure, which many micro businesses fail to take into account when budgeting for their business costs. And I think Philip Hammond needs to recognise that business rates, as they currently stand, are the biggest contributing factor to a failure of a small business.
Lee, the last part of the business section in today's budget speech was regarding the dividend allowance and the national insurance contributions for the self-employed, seemingly quite devastating to that sector. What's your opinion?
It was a hard blow for most of the self-employed. Seeing your dividend allowance go from 5,000 to 2,000 is an astronomical blow. What people do not realise and often forget, and I think this government has been the biggest culprit of forgetting the true reality of being self-employed, is that we don't get holiday pay, we don't get an employment pension, we don't get other fringe benefits that other employees get as part of being an employee within an organisation. The fact is that this has been another kick in the teeth for small businesses. It surprised me that particularly a Conservative government that 5 years ago, when came to power, trumpeted the message that that government would unashamedly back business, has seemed to become a bit of a